Good morning, everybody. Today I am speaking about Napoleon Bonaparte. The period between 1769 to 1821 and the period between 1804 to 1815 is known as the age of Napoleon Bonaparte and the system of Napoleon Bonaparte and the era of Napoleon Bonaparte and the time of Napoleon Bonaparte in the history of modern Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte came as a star and went as a star. Napoleon Bonaparte was one of the famous rulers and statesmen of not only France and Europe but also of the world. Alexander, the great hero of Greek, was the first dictator of the world. Julius Caesar of Rome was the second dictator of the world. But Napoleon Bonaparte was the third dictator of the world. Napoleon Bonaparte wanted to conquer the entire world like Alexander the Great. Except Jesus Christ, Napoleon Bonaparte attracted many writers, literary persons, historians, critics, novelists, dramatists, poets and scholars by his genius, career, achievements, reforms. More than 2 lakhs books were published regarding Napoleon Bonaparte. It is a really wonderful work because Napoleon Bonaparte had a charming personality. Napoleon Bonaparte had a fascinating personality. Napoleon Bonaparte had a magnetic personality in the world. Napoleon Bonaparte used to say, "I love power as musicians love violin." Napoleon called himself the man of destiny in the history of Europe. Napoleon was the child of the revolution. Napoleon was the little corporal of France. Napoleon Bonaparte was the green chili of France. Napoleon Bonaparte was the lion of 100 battles. Napoleon was the mythological hero of modern days. According to Manet, Napoleon was the gigantic being of modern times. Napoleon was a man of very simple, man of very higher, and he was a man of extraordinary qualities. Napoleon was a man of enormous energy, self-confidence, fearlessness, and resourcefulness. He was a great hard worker. He worked 18 hours out of 24 hours. Napoleon said once, "I know the limbs of my hands. I know the limbs of my legs. I know the limbs of my eyes, but I do not know the limbs of my capacity to work." Napoleon Bonaparte was a great conqueror. He was not only a great conqueror, he was an efficient and able ruler. He was a successful and good administrator. He was a great orator and was also a great writer. Napoleon Bonaparte wrote 2,400 articles during his regime. But 2,400 articles were published in the name of 32 volumes. It was the great achievements of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon was not only a great conqueror, but he was a patron of learning and literature and art and architecture. Napoleon Bonaparte used to say, "I am not a man like other men." He used to say, "I am not a man like other men." He was entirely different than others. Nothing is impossible for Napoleon Bonaparte. Everything is possible for Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon said once that the word impossible is not found in my dictionary. The word impossible is found only fools. Napoleon Bonaparte in this way made career opened to talent. According to Leon Bloy, Napoleon Bonaparte is the face of God in the darkness. In the words of Grant Temperley, Napoleon seemed a god to kill and make alive. Napoleon Bonaparte was a man of very simple and man of a very higher, and he was a man of extraordinary qualities. But he was a cultured man. Napoleon was a gifted, social gifted man. He was a cultured man. He was a civilized man. Napoleon was a well disciplined man. But Napoleon Bonaparte had defects also. According to Wales, Tyne, Gerard, Gedela, Napoleon was the not only child of the revolution, he was the destroyer of the revolution. Napoleon was a selfish. Napoleon was a robber. Napoleon Bonaparte was a unjust. He was a proud, and he was a tyrant of Europe. So he was a disturber of the peace of Europe, according to Gerald, Tyne, and other historians of Europe. But Napoleon was of the opinion that there will be no peace in Europe until the entire European continent is under one sovereign. Hence, he has been regarded as the destroyer of the peace of Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte had hungry. He was hungry for fame, power, and conquests. So he was always planning, dreaming, and thinking how he might become world famous. So Napoleon Bonaparte was, according to Arthur Wellesley, or Duke of Wellington, Napoleon Bonaparte was equivalent for 40,000 soldiers in the war field. So it was a great capacity of Napoleon Bonaparte. So Napoleon Bonaparte was born on 15th August 1769 in Ajaccio, the capital city of Corsica. So originally Napoleon Bonaparte belonged to Italy, not of France. So Napoleon Bonaparte, his father was a Charles Bonaparte. He was a poor lawyer. His mother was a Letizia Romalina. She was very brave and a courageous lady. His mother, Letizia Romalina, said once, "The son is already born in her to suppress French arrogance." The statement as given by Letizia Romalina, the mother of Napoleon Bonaparte, is really commendable one and praiseworthy. Napoleon was born on 15th August 1769. So after the 20 years, Napoleon wrote a letter to his friend Fioli that I was born when my country was dying, because at the time his motherland Corsica was under the control of France. Genova sold Corsica Island before the 15th month of the birth of Napoleon Bonaparte. Hence, Napoleon used to say, I was born when my country was dying. So, Napoleon, his parents, Letizia Romalina and Charles Bonaparte, had 13 children. But unfortunately, 5 children died. Remaining 8 children, out of 8 children, 5 are men, and remaining 3 are women. Charles Bonaparte, Napoleon Bonaparte, Lucien Bonaparte, Louis Bonaparte, and Jerome Bonaparte. And 3 women of the sister of Napoleon Bonaparte is Mary Hannah Ellis. Second one, Mary Pauline. She was a very beautiful lady. And the last one is Carolina, Maria Carolina. Napoleon Bonaparte was the second son of Charles Bonaparte and Letizia Romalina. From his childhood, Napoleon Bonaparte was fond of hearing the stories of war and military generals. He was keen interested in receiving military education and taking part in battles. In the words of Napoleon Bonaparte, I must become a soldier. When I must become a soldier, I shall win every battles. When young Napoleon was only 9 years old, he got a French scholarship to be educated in the military school of Brienne in Paris. But Napoleon Bonaparte came of a poor family. As a result, his classmates or his fellows who came of a rich family despised him and made fun of him, but he did not care. He was waiting for an opportunity to take revenge against rich persons of Europe. He was firm like a rock. One of his masters said of Napoleon Bonaparte, the youngster means Napoleon, the youngster is made of granite and there is a volcano inside him. So the statement as given by his master is really wonderful one. The youngster is made of a granite, there is a volcano inside him. Napoleon Bonaparte had a keen interest in mathematics, military science, history and geography. He had studied history deeply, and Napoleon Bonaparte used to say, history is the torch of truth and destroyer of prejudice. So he was fond of mathematics. He was excellent in mathematics. Then he joined Echo Military College and received military training. Napoleon Bonaparte had studied the work and ideas of Montesquieu, Rousseau, Voltaire, Plutarch, Machiavelli, Plato, and other persons of Europe. And he had studied the biography of Frederick the Great of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte had studied the constitution of various countries of Europe. He gained a lot of knowledge in his early age. Napoleon Bonaparte had studied the military expeditions of Hannibal, Julius Caesar and Alexander the Great of Greek and was influenced them. Napoleon came of a poor family. His early life was full of difficulty. After the completion of his military education, Napoleon Bonaparte was appointed as a sub-lieutenant in the French artillery in the year 1785. But as a sub-lieutenant, Napoleon Bonaparte wrote a letter to his mother, let us say Romalina, that I have no sources here, work is very hard, my salary is very low, I sleep very little, I go to bed at 10 o'clock, but I rise at 4 o'clock, but I have only one meal a day at 3 o'clock. So this is the difficulty of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte, as a sub-lieutenant, Napoleon Bonaparte was receiving only 1,120 livres for a year. As a sub-lieutenant, he attracted French people through his battles. He was promoted. He was promoted from his officers for his skills. Two events brought Napoleon Bonaparte into limelight. In that first one, in the year 1793, Napoleon Bonaparte defeated the Britishers and captured Toulon. In the year 1793, Napoleon Bonaparte gave proof of his military genius by capturing the city of Toulon. As a result of his brilliant success, he was appointed as the Brigadier General in the year 1794. In the year 1795, Napoleon Bonaparte put down the royalist insurrection in Vendôme, and he protected the National Convention from the attack of enemies. As a result, he was appointed as the commander of the French army in Italy. In the year 1796, Napoleon Bonaparte married Josephine, a widow, who who was keep up director Barras of defense. But his husband was guillotined during the French Revolution. She was also jailed. So because of the influence of Fejari Osi, she relieved from jail and regained her property. Napoleon Bonaparte returned back the sword of his husband to Josephine. As a result, the love was created between Napoleon Bonaparte and Josephine. As a result, in the year 1796, on March 9th, Napoleon Bonaparte married Josephine. She was a widow of 2 sons. She had one boy and one girl. But according to historians, there could be no Napoleon without Josephine, because Josephine was inspiration to every activities of Napoleon Bonaparte. So Napoleon Bonaparte was a 5 feet 6 inches in height. He had a power of hypnotism. According to German poet, the nature God used of all our tactics to create Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon said once, "My power stand on my glory. My glory is stand on my victories." The fruitful victory of Napoleon Bonaparte became a challenge to God and Goddess of Europe, according to some European historians. So this is the background of Napoleon Bonaparte. In the next time, let us discuss about the military achievements of Napoleon Bonaparte. Thank you.